guys, nice to see you again. So today we're going to be making a unicorn cake. I know this cake has been long pending and finally we got the time and the opportunity and everything to make the unicorn cake. So let's get started. Turntable, sticky thing. Okay, so this unicorn cake, it's going to be 3 layers of cake and they want strawberry buttercream inside. So I have my strawberry buttercream ready to go. I haven't added any color to it. You know the consistency of buttercream we use now. So I put a little dollop over there. Take my vanilla cake, put it over there. Center it. If you don't want to center it, you can actually put it on one side because you know the unicorn, it has the flowers and it comes down. So we need some space. So I'm going to put it to maybe one corner. If you want, you can use a square cake board as well. But I think I asked the customer if they want a square or rectangular one and they chose a square one. So they chose a circular one. What did I just say? Square or circle? And they chose a circle one, so now I don't have an option. Okay, inside is vanilla, outside is pink ombre. So for vanilla, outside is strawberry, inside is strawberry. So we're gonna leave a little margin and add our strawberry buttercream. And why am I doing that? So that the strawberry is not visible outside. Okay. You can choose how much buttercream you want to put inside. If it's too much for you, too less for you, it's up to you. We put enough buttercream so that it covers for the top cake and the bottom cake, because the bottom cake has no buttercream below it, right? And the top cake also has just a little bit of vanilla buttercream. So we put a good amount of buttercream inside. If you do not like buttercream, put less buttercream. Or if you do not like eating buttercream, just take it out. Okay, so over here I made a little mistake. I put this too much over the edge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scrape it off because I really do not want the strawberry to be visible. Actually, even if it's visible, it's not gonna cause a big problem in this cake because they want a pink ombre. But I'm gonna be mindful of it. I'm not gonna take it out. Now it's time for my chocolate. The chocolate has a little overhang, so I'm gonna take it out. Guys, I'm thinking of painting this wall with a color so that I can make nicer videos and things can look nicer. I like the white, but maybe there is a better color to make the videos even nicer so that it's nice and pleasing to your eyes. So you guys have any suggestions? What color I should paint the wall? If you guys are this deep in the video, you guys are actually listening to me, then yeah, then let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Okay, so because we are working with a chocolate cake and white icing, again, white or any light colored icing, we have to be very, very careful with the crumbs. Okay, because we don't want the dark chocolate crumbs to be visible in the cake. It's so funny, this customer, we gave them an option to choose between a chocolate cake and a vanilla cake, and they were torn between the two, so they were leaning more towards vanilla, but they still did not want to miss out on the chocolate, so they chose 2 layers of vanilla cake and 1 layer of chocolate cake. So you know, whoever the guest is, they can pick and choose whatever they like. layer on top is vanilla. This one is a little curved, this one is the bottom side. So I'm gonna use this. This is the final height of the cake. It's pretty tall. Don't forget which side is your front, okay? If we have moved the cake a little bit, then don't forget this side with the extra space is the front. So the eyes and everything will come on this side. Now, strawberry is done. Wipe the spatula clean. Now, I think I'm gonna use a little bit of a different tactic. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use a little different tactic this time. I'm gonna start frosting from the top. I'll tell you why. Again, the frosting is nice and soft. Okay. Usually, I start frosting from the bottom, but this time, I choose to do it from the top. No, it's too much. I'm just gonna go the regular one. Okay. Now, I want to make it ombre, but I don't want to make it super obvious. I want it to be gradual. So now, whatever buttercream I scraped off, this I put it on the top. Just trying a different technique to see what works, because I don't want to waste a lot of buttercream. But also don't forget that this cake is gonna have the flowers and everything, like the whole unicorn, like little rosettes and flowers on top. So that is also buttercream. So don't go super overboard with the buttercream. If your cake is delicate, it'll also add to the weight of the cake if you add too many flowers and stuff. So you have to keep a lot of things in mind. Now we're going for an ombre effect. So that means the base is gonna have pink. It's gonna be white on the top. So for the ombre, this is my main bowl of buttercream over here. I'm gonna take out most of the white in my bag because I don't want it to be, I don't want the whole thing to become pink. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I just made a video with the same pink ombre just before this. This much is good. Keep this bag aside. I'm gonna add a little bit of pink. Okay. Now when you're mixing this pink in a bowl that had white buttercream, you might have streaks of white left, but I would just suggest to mix everything nicely. Just wipe the bowl clean of all the white buttercream so that you only have pink left. Okay, and also the front and back of the spatula, because that's where everything is accumulated. Back, take a little bit on my spatula and just add it onto the cake. You just go squiggle, squiggle, squiggle with the vanilla. So you can do is you can take a little bit and squiggle it with the vanilla on top. So you can mix it nicely. Add a little bit of vanilla over here just to match the thickness of the newly added buttercream. First of all, adjust the thickness of the buttercream. And then you can go all squiggly with the pink. So you just mix it together. Out. That's it. I'm not going to touch it again. This is enough. Clean the spatula, the top. Okay, it's nice and pink. Now for the base, I first like to just use my spatula to clean off things from the base of the cake. Okay, the soft pink works for me. Now I am thinking about something. So this customer wanted hot pink at the bottom, but I think it's too dark for me. Like if I want to fix it, this is the time I can fix it, right? And now that I saw this light pink, I have a feeling that I should fix it. So the middle a little bit. Okay. So now I have some extra space to put something else over there. This pink over here in this scraped area. Some of the pink. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Use this rosette tip. Okay. The front, this is the back. Okay, so first I'm not touching the front part of it, I'm just doing the back right now. Okay, so this is the back, so I'm gonna be making, let me show you this. So this is the front. I'm not touching too much of the front. Just make a few roses here. This is the front, so the cascade is gonna come down like this. Okay, I'll make a few flowers on the side, make a few flowers on the top, make one here as well. Okay, now same pink bowl, I'm gonna add a little bit of purple. I'm going to be using this tip. I'm gonna add some pink to it. purple. So basically I'm just making multiple shades out of the same shades that I have. So I'm making purple that is more pinkish. I'm making pink that's more purple. Just playing around with the shades. I'm gonna put this again in this tip. Run around like that. Just keep it flowing. And just bring it here. Basically that's the front, that's the front, that's the side, this is the top. It's a cascade that's coming down. Okay, now you can take this and we'll put this away. This is how this cake looks right now. So beautiful. The eyes will go there, horn, ears. Okay, cake over here, and you check how long you want your horn to be. So for me, if this is the front, I think if the horn is this long, that's good enough. Yeah, this size horn is okay. And some of it is even going to go inside, so you're gonna bury this much inside and the horn is gonna go on top. So we cut accordingly. Okay, now we use this as the head. This is the cake and this is the horn. I think this size horn is good enough. Okay. Corn flour, and we dust the surface. Okay, now to this fondant we add some cellulose powder. What is the cellulose gonna do? You can, it's CMC powder, Tylose powder. It's just, don't add too much, but please don't be stingy with it. It's gonna help the horn set. That's the whole point, that the horn needs to set. Make it into a smooth ball. Try not to have any creases on it. Okay, it's fairly smooth. Now Okay, hopefully this should work now. For this step, I'm gonna spray some water on the straw. Okay, and now you hold it properly so that it does not break, and you start coiling the fondant around. As you're coiling it, spray the fondant so it sticks. With every coil, you have to spray the fondant. Spray the fondant with every coil. I'm gonna cut this, and the top coils, I'm just going to coil them one on top of the other. Okay. And you just leave the top one just like that. If you want, just use your hands and mold it. The fondant is a little bit wet, so you can smooth out all the creases. You can smooth out all the creases and everything. And shape it the way you want. Okay, that is your fondant horn. You can put it like this, like this. I think the picture that they had shown me had the horn facing forward, so be it. Now okay, that's it. See how this is just like this? Then you cut it in the middle. Okay. Now just take this, okay? You roll the bottom part of it. Roll it thinner. Bring this closer. Okay. Roll it thinner. Roll the top part of it. Okay. Now you take the two thin sides, bring them closer, and you pinch off the end. So this is how you're left with two unicorn ears, just like that. Okay. A little gold. Then I'm gonna add a few drops of alcohol. So the reason why I'm adding alcohol is because alcohol evaporates faster than water. If I use water, it's gonna leave a residue. So this is my gold right now. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna put it over here. This is my horn. That's the unicorn. And for the ears, I think I'm just gonna paint the ears as well. Okay, so these are the 2 ears. Just to show you guys how they're gonna look with the unicorn. Now we let all of this set and dry. The cake will go in the fridge. These need to dry. These need to dry for at least 24 hours. Out all these eyes. So just cut the eyes. I'm gonna put them in a clear packaging for assembly tomorrow. I cannot put the eyes right now, so the horns are drying, and the horns and the ears are drying. I have to leave this for tomorrow, so I'm gonna keep the eyes along with the horns. The eyes all have a backing behind them, so I can just peel it and stick it on the cake. I'll show it to you tomorrow. I'm just packing it and keeping it ready. I'm gonna assemble this cake in the morning tomorrow. Bye. Okay, so this is our unicorn cake, and let's finish it now. One out. The ear is not going in. I'm just gonna make a little space over here. Okay, I'm gonna fill it with some buttercream, and then I just insert it here. Okay. This is the horn, the 2 ears, and the best part is coming now. Just gonna carefully peel them. Cute. There's the cake.